Hey Simpsons fans, Matt Salman here, coming to you from the Nerve Center where we turn yellow ink into comedy gold, most of the time. So, let's talk. If you've been on the internet lately, and I know you have, I've seen your fan art, it's creative, you might have heard some rumblings, some chatter, maybe even a few collective global does. It seems our season 36 finale is Stranger Things caused a bit of a stir. We saw the headlines, we read the articles. The Simpsons kills off beloved matriarch. Is Marge gone forever? It sounded like we'd sent Marge to the great big quickie mart in the sky permanently. And for that, we want to say, relax, take a deep breath. Marge is fine. See? Fine. Annoyed, but fine. So what was that finale all about? Well, first and foremost, is Stranger Things wasn't really about Marge's death. I know, that sounds weird, but her passing was what we in the biz call a catalyst. It was the event that kicked off the real story we wanted to tell, a story about Bart and Lisa. We've always loved exploring the bond between Bart and Lisa.
To do that, you yourself must enter the blockchain. Who are you?
It's one of the most real, most heartfelt dynamics in the entire show. They can be mortal enemies one minute and inseparable allies the next. We got to thinking about what bonds siblings together. And for them, it was often something as simple as watching a dumb, violent cartoon. It was their thing. It was itchy and scratchy. The episode was a tribute to that idea, how the media we consume as kids can shape our relationships forever. So, we created this future timeline where Bart and Lisa have grown apart, and the memory of their mom and the shared memory of that cartoon is what brings them back together. The story is about them. It's about how siblings find their way back to each other. Now, a lot of you asked, what about Homer? You just skipped his grief. And you're right, we did. That was a deliberate choice. It wasn't a Homer episode. Exploring Homer's bottomless well of grief over losing Marge, man, that's a whole other story. A really, really sad one. And honestly, this episode was already a bit of a tearjerker. We wanted the focus to stay on the kids. Which brings me to the big question everyone is asking. Are we going to go back to this timeline? Will we see more of whittled Homer and adult Bart and Lisa? No, absolutely not. As I said recently, I think one dead Marge was enough. And this leads me to the most important point of all, the one thing every Simpsons fan should have tattooed on the inside of their eyelids: there is no single official Simpsons canon. Think about it. How many futures have we shown you? Ones where Lisa is president. Ones where Bart is a deadbeat dad. Ones where Maggie is a rock star. Ones where Homer is a floating head in a jar. Okay, maybe not that last one, but you get the idea. We are a cartoon. We live in a floating timeline where no one ages, the town geography changes every week, and continuity is, well, it's a suggestion, not a rule. Stranger Things is just one more what if. It's a beautiful, self-contained story. It's not a permanent change to our universe any more than a Treehouse of Horror segment is. Marge isn't gone. She'll be back in season 37, making sure Homer wears clean pants, telling Lisa to stop correcting everyone, and trying her best to get Bart to just, for the love of God, sit still for 5 minutes. In fact, if you look at the actual ending of A Stranger Things, Marge's story wasn't a tragedy. She's in heaven, happily watching her kids finally reconnect. She even gets to remarry. It's a pretty sweet deal for her, all things considered. Ultimately, Marge's death was the least interesting part of that episode. The interesting part was the tribute to siblinghood. The interesting part was the meta-commentary on how watching TV together can create a bond that lasts a lifetime. Something we hope The Simpsons has done for some of you out there with your own families and friends. So thank you for caring so much about Marge. It means the world to us that after 36 seasons, you're still so invested in this family. But don't worry. The Simpsons of Springfield, USA are here to stay exactly as you know and love them. Homer will still be a lovable oaf, Lisa will still be the brilliant heart of the family, Bart will still be an agent of chaos, and Marge will forever be the blue-haired glue that holds them all together.